when God created the earth, after everything he created, so every little blade of grass, every animal, every bird, he said it was good, right? And when God created man, he said, it is very good. So when you go outside in creation, right, when you look around, when you were a kid, did you just go outside and maybe look at a couple of things, then go in your car and drive somewhere, and then never really spend much time just being outside to be outside? Hopefully the answer is no, because that'd be very sad. But when you were a kid, at least when I was a kid, going outside was some of the most fun thing, one of the most fun things you could do. Because at least for me, when I would go outside, I'd break rocks and make arrowheads. I would build forts and dig holes and tunnels and all sorts of weird, crazy things. But now, when you get older and you're not a kid anymore, we have this weird idea of like what's normal for an adult to do. We're not for some reason our culture decided that we're not supposed to go outside and have fun as an adult. Fun for an adult is like eating at a fancy restaurant, which is not fun really at all when you think about it. So what I'm getting at here is going outside and living in the creation of God is one of the most natural and healthy things we can do as human beings, because we were not created to sit inside all day, right? This modern day, it tells us that fun is going to the parties, going to the nightclubs, right? Which can be kind of exciting. But again, those habits of going to parties, going to nightclubs and getting drunk or getting high or whatever, we know that that's not good for us, right? But for some reason, the modern world has told us that things that are like bad habits are somehow fun, right? Drinking and doing drugs and going to crazy nightclub parties, that somehow those are what will make us happy. But as guys on self-improvement, we know that that's not the case, right? That's not going to make us happy in the long run, right? So for some reason, the modern day has twisted everybody's minds and told them that the wholesome habits are boring and unprofessional and for children, and we should not do them. So what does this mean? Basically, no matter what people look at you, no matter how people see you, right? Just go outside and maybe climb a tree. I'm aware that when this video comes out, it'll be winter, but whatever. Unless maybe you live in the southern hemisphere and it's summer, so lucky duck, right? But basically, just go outside, climb a tree. I don't care if you're a 30-year-old man, climb a tree, because people are gonna, even though people will see that it's weird and think that, oh, that guy's weird, right? When has other people's opinions ever helped you to live a happier life, right? Because other people are overweight and depressed, right? Other people would never do this, right? Would never go outside and climb a tree or build a little fort or make arrowheads with rocks, right? Because I think that's for children. But when was the last time you ever met a little, like an 8-year-old kid who was depressed, right? No, they're happy as clams, right? So why are you living like depressed, overweight adults when you know that you'll be happier if you live like a kid? Because kids don't care what other people think, don't care what adults think of them, and so they just do what they know is going to make them happy. We're not supposed to live like the way the modern day tells us to live. We're not supposed to sit around and scroll on our phones and watch movies all day, right? We're supposed to go outside and get natural, healthy sunlight into our eyes. I believe there was a study recently that said that if you get natural sunlight, like not even like through a window, like literally like open up a window and look, not at, obviously not at the sun, but like look towards the sun, so where you get sunlight into your eyeballs early in the morning, is one of the healthiest things you can do for your mood and your sleep and your circadian rhythm and things like that, because it's how we as human beings are naturally supposed to live. We're not supposed to just look at our blue light phones all the time, and then when maybe on Friday night we go out and get drunk, right? That's not natural. What's natural is when the sun comes up, going outside and spending pretty much all day out there. Because as cavemen, the cave was boring, right? You're not supposed to spend the whole day in the cave because the cave is boring and cold and wet. We're supposed to only be in there to sleep, right? Now, obviously, a lot of people can't spend the whole day outside because you probably have a job or school or whatever. But an action step that you can take from this video is just make it a part of your daily routine to just spend a little bit of time outside, whether it be eating like an afternoon snack outside when you get home from school, or maybe when you get home from work, playing with your kids outside. If you have children, if you don't have children, you can just go outside on your own, do whatever, right? Just understand that it's so important and so healthy for us to actually live the way we were supposed to. Just live in creation. That's all I got for today. God bless you. Stay wild.